Hello student, myself Randimanti. In your previous video, we have already discussed about turbine and turbine classification. Under turbine classification, already studied impulse turbine and reaction turbine. Under reaction turbine, we have discussed about the Francis turbine. But now we have discussed about a Kaplan turbine test rig. This is also a reaction turbine. So under your Francis turbine, that is radial flow type, but your Kaplan turbine is your axial flow turbine. So you have to study the test rig. This is your test rig of a Kaplan turbine. So this is a test rig of a Kaplan turbine. Look at this Kaplan turbine. You see that you have already seen that this is a Kaplan turbine test rig. So how it will work? So fundamentally you have to practically go through the Kaplan turbine. So first of all, how it is work? So this is a power supply of a Kaplan turbine. There is a 3 pressure gauges there, which indicate the pressure inside your pressure head and the pressure difference on this pressure gauge. So this is a 3 pressure gauges are there. After onwards, the pressure gauges are both are connected to the Kaplan turbine. So how it will connect it? First of all, this is your pressure gauge. This is a 1. This is a 2. If you consider these 2 pressure gauges, the first pressure gauge is connected throughout the inlet of the pump. So here is the inlet of the pump and outlet of the pump. The water go through the inlet of the pump and the outlet of the pump. This is your pressure gauge, which will indicate the water will go through this inlet of the pump. So this is the inlet pump pressure. After flange, this is your flange. Go through the flange. This is another pipe is there, which indicate the pressure gauge of outlet of the flange pressure. Now the third one is here. Pressure gauge is there, which indicate the pressure of water flow the turbine. So this is indicate the pressure of water flow to the turbine, where you calculate the pressure head. So these are the 3 pressure gauges. Okay, and this is your 3-phase supply motor. This is a 3-phase supply motor, which will be connected to the centrifugal pump. In a previous video, already discussed the centrifugal pump and the 3-phase motor. So going through this 3-phase motor and pump, there is some specification is there for your Kaplan turbine. The Kaplan turbine specification is there. This is the specification of Kaplan turbine. Here is given the specification of Kaplan turbine here. How the rated speed of head, the discharge, and the runner outside diameter, number of blades are 4, brake drum diameter 300, rope brake diameter 20 mm. These are the specification. The value should be constant. Here is a supply pump set, where the rated head is 8.5 meter and discharge is 2000 to 600 lpm. And this is a power required is a 15 horsepower. Size of the pump is 100 mm to 100 mm, and the impeller diameter is 160 mm. So these are the specification, and we have discussed this is your flow process. When you start the motor, through motor, 3-phase motor, the centrifugal power on, the water will go through this your penstock, and this is your flange, which indicate the losses of your water. If you going through a water in a pump, there is some losses is there. So that's why you have indicated 2 pressure gauge here, inlet and outlet of the flange. Then after, this is your butterfly valve. This is your butterfly valve, which used to like a butterfly shape, which will indicate how much amount of water will be go through the flow to the turbine. It will use this valve. You have to flow the water through the turbine. And after going to the turbine, there is a pressure gauge there. How much of water will be go through this? It will indicate that. And this is your turbine. And under this turbine, in a Kaplan turbine, how water will be go through this? So how water will be go through this? This is a drawing of a Kaplan turbine. This is a drawing Kaplan turbine. Here is main part is your what? Guide vanes, scroll link casing, shaft, runner blade, and your drag tube. So how it will work? When water go through this, first of all it go through the scroll casing, which are the areas are large. After area large, it will be when water go through this, the area should be decreases. Under the decreasing area, the velocity should be increases. So under velocity increases, it will go through the guide vanes. So through guide vanes, it will strike on the blade, turbine blade. This is your total is called as hub. These are the blade. There is a diameter is given of the turbine blade and turbine hub, the inner diameter and the outer diameter of the turbine blade. So when the water go through this guide vane, it will strike through the turbine in a XL type. So this is called as XL flow type of turbine. And after striking, it will rotate the shaft and generate the power or load. Then after it will go to the draft tube and it will go through this. So under a reaction turbine, we already discussed there is a pressure energy and kinetic energy. Both of are using this. When it will water go through this, first of all your kinetic energy, then after it will increase the pressure energy under this through your guide mechanism. So guide vanes are main function to use the pressure energy and kinetic energy. So both of the energy should be used here. That's why it is a reaction turbine, and the flow is your XL type. Then that is called as XL flow type turbine. And this is your turbine. So this is the flow type of turbine. This is your XL flow type of turbine. Where is your shaft is there? Your shaft is there. This is your XL flow type turbine shaft. And under that there is a hub and a blade are there. We already discussed in a drawing. When water go through this, water will be rotated the shaft. After rotating the shaft, the dynamo will be rotated. The brake drum is here. The dynamo is given there. What is the brake drum is there? We have to find the output power. That's why we are using brake dynamometer here. There is a brake drum is there. The drum diameter already given in specific 300 mm. This is a rope drive. So rope drive, brake dynamometer. This is here rope drive, brake dynamometer, which will uses the dead load weight. This is your dead load weight, and this is a spring weight. Look at this. Under rope diameter, rope brake diameter, this is your dead weight, where we put some weight here to find out the output power. Here is the spring balance, which will create the spring deflection of load. And to after rotating of brake dynamo, there is a created a frictional and heat energy. So coolant this, there is a coolant is there. This is your coolant, which will be cool the drum. And this is your drive, which will be rotate to drive the water and cooling the water to the outside. So these are the all type of turbine parts, and this is the main thing is your tank. This is your tank where the water will be stored here. 3/4 of water should be required for tank. So this is all about your demonstration and Kaplan turbine. So here is your Kaplan turbine demonstration. Next video we will discuss the practically.